One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running to the left. Turning on the Jets. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Caught in the backfield. It's Hagan. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
On the ground, it's Martin. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Zings it complete to the right. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the Cougars get the first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these 2 guys go toe-to-toe.
Wide open spaces. Smashes through the tackle. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the 1st drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. It's Madsen. Fires to the tight end.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. BYU 7, Boise State 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's loose. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in Game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created Game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Touch pass on the run. Inside the 15. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal. Motion from the back. On the run, it's Martin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. That's caught, it's Martin. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzloff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at it as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
Offense in a bunch formation. Lost the fire on second down. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. In the Wildcat, let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Martin. Got room to work. Turning it on. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the snap, it's Martin. It's caught at the 45 on its way. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. BYU with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Moving away from pressure. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And as he throws, pass is broken up and complete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around and find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Madsen. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Lets it fly. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long.
There he goes! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Madsen. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll open the second half with a run. It's a running room. Out of space. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Broncos! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bachmeier. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
On the ground, it's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Finds a little bit of room, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Roberts. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They tried that left side, but the defense was very disciplined and shut it down for no gain.
And you could see a great job by the defense understanding when the back slipped out to the left, they expanded with him, understood where the pass was going, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle in the open field.
Going up top again. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major...
It's a seam wide open! There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
BYU, number 11, in the end zone.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Quarterback will keep it. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Rushes on him. The throw. Finds his man. It's Terry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. from the gun, the ground game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try the run. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
Boise State 21, BYU 18.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Give to the back. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Northern Illinois. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense showing blitz here. Can't get him to the ground. Turning on the Jets. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a gap.
In football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Fighting off the defender. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Man, the punt return team needed points. That's exactly what they didn't need to do. Give the football back now in the fourth quarter losing. Man, oh man, you just made things really, really tough on all your other units by that big-time boneheaded play.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
He's got 2. Here we go.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Right back to the well. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Sherrod. Wide open spaces. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Lets it fly. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
BYU 25.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a man. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn.
Is trying to make something happen. You're down later in the game, but this defense is having none of it. 2 sacks in a row.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets it fly. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up 2nd down.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.